Hey guys, I'm Molly Oberg, and my husband Ben and I run the farm Meyer Produce. Meyer Produce is in Villa Grove, Illinois, out in the country, and we grow seasonal produce. Seasonal produce is produce that can grow during our growing months. So our growing months here in central Illinois are from April to usually the end of October. Our frost-free date is May 15th, so that is the time that you can plant outside without worrying if the frost is going to kill the plant. And then plants will usually live until the first frost in the fall. So that's usually the end of October or beginning of November. We can grow produce outside of those dates if you have a tunnel. The tunnels add a little bit of temperature to the soil and also to the plant environment, which helps us get an early start on growing produce. Today we are standing in our asparagus patch, and as you can see, you can't see a whole lot. In your Kids Kit video, you're going to be making asparagus fries. So we wanted to show you how and where asparagus grows. Asparagus is a hard thing to grow because it's very weather dependent. It doesn't like to be too cold, it doesn't like to be too hot. You can also get 3 different colors of asparagus. You can get green, purple, white, and you never want to pick all of your asparagus at once. So what we do when we go through and pick asparagus is we want it to be at least 6 to 8 inches tall or taller to pick it. And you want to leave the asparagus that's like a pencil size or smaller, so that asparagus will keep on growing and it will expand the root system. And then that way your asparagus patch gets bigger and fuller as the years go by.
Hi, I'm Ann Swanson, and this is
Brielle Molina.
and we're here to talk about asparagus and cooking with asparagus. Brielle, do you like asparagus?
Yeah.
What does it taste like? Does it taste like, have you ever had an artichoke?
No.
Well, it's kind of sour, right, until you cook it? But did you know that asparagus has lots of vitamins and it's really good for you?
No.
It does. Asparagus prevents cancer, it can prevent inflammation, so eating it's super nutritious. Should we try to eat this asparagus? Have you ever had asparagus raw? No? Let's try it. Remember how when we went into the kitchen and cooked asparagus, we snipped it off at the tip because it naturally cuts itself? Let's see if we can do that on the farm. So grab the asparagus like this, and we're just gonna pinch it off. Yeah, just like that. Okay, now you go first and eat it. What's it taste like?
Sour.
Sour, right? Try eating the top. Does it taste the same raw as when you cook it? No, it's not as sour when you cook it, right? Yeah. So asparagus is better cooked, but you can eat it raw. It's just a little bit sour. What do you think? Are you gonna cook with asparagus sometime soon? What are you gonna make? Asparagus fries with Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs?
Yeah.
So stay tuned for our Kids Kit asparagus fries with Parmesan cheese and breadcrumbs. Welcome to the Land Connections new edition of Kid Kits. Today we're making asparagus fries, and I have my trusty sous chef, Brielle Molina, here to help me make them. Brielle, can you tell everybody hi?
Hi.
Brielle is a seasoned home cook. She likes to cook, what do you like to cook at home? I know you, pizza, yeah, that's my favorite food too. Well, today we're gonna make asparagus fries, and first thing you wanna do when you're making the asparagus fries, Brielle is gonna tell us, you want to
Preheat the oven to 425.
We need to wash the asparagus, right?
Yep.
And we need to wash our hands. Do you wanna help me come wash our hands? And then I'll let you take the rubber bands off the asparagus and we'll wash that too. Okay, so I'm gonna wash my hands really, really well. And then I'm gonna give you some soap. Why do you think we wash our hands before we touch food?
So you don't get germs all over them.
That's right, so we don't get germs all over the food. I'm gonna have you wash the asparagus. Just grab a couple at a time and we're just gonna run it under water like. And let's make our flour bowl first. We have a lot of asparagus here, so if you need a little bit more than a half a cup, that's totally fine. Next, we need an egg wash. So what is the main ingredient for an egg wash, Brielle?
Eggs.
Good job. So you want to crack the egg. Try not to get any shells. The egg shell can go in the garbage can after you're finished. Good job. And while Brielle is whisking our eggs, I'm going to start getting the breadcrumbs ready. All right, see how that looks. Perfect. Okay, now what does it say under the breadcrumbs? What does this grouping say?
1.5 teaspoon of garlic powder. Smells good.
It smells really good, doesn't it? Okay, just dig it in there. No. There you go. And you don't have to be, you can be pretty generous with the Parmesan cheese. It's only gonna make it taste better. Okay, now take this and we wanna mix all this together and we're almost ready to start breading.
Oh, the oven's done preheating.
Oh, perfect. Okay. That's good timing because now it'll be ready when we finished breading these things. So we need to trim the asparagus, but what's cool about asparagus is that it naturally trims itself. If you hold the asparagus like this, you can...
Oh!
I didn't mean to throw that at you.
It's okay.
You can break it off and it'll trim off that bottom coarse fibrous section of the asparagus. So really all you're doing is taking the asparagus, holding it, and just breaking off the end. You want to do the rest of that for me? I'll keep this open so you can just throw it right in the garbage.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now that we've trimmed our asparagus, Brielle, I'm going to show you how to do one, and then we'll take turns, okay? So I'm going to take the asparagus, and I'm going to lightly coat it in the flour, just rolling it around. And then after that's coated, I'm going to put it in my egg wash. Good job. And then go ahead and put it straight in the breadcrumbs. And we're just going to sprinkle it on top. And then when you think it's good and coated, you can line it right here on our baking sheet. Perfecto. All right, last one. Hold on, put that little more coating on that. There we go.
Put that right on top.
Good job. All right, now we're gonna wash our hands, put this in the oven to bake, and we'll show you the final result in 10 minutes. All right, Brielle, our asparagus fries just came out of the oven, and now it's the best time of the whole recipe. What time is that?
To try them.
To try them and do a taste test. Okay, so pick out which one you want. They're very hot, so be careful. We just pulled them out of the oven. And you can see you want this golden brown color on both sides. And you did an expert job in breading these. I'm gonna have this one. Okay, should we let them cool for a second? You blow on it? You think it's cool enough? Don't burn your tongue.
I won't.
Okay. Should we try it? You want to let me try it first? Okay. Oh, yeah.
That's really good.
Really good. No ranch dressing for this one, and we got 2 thumbs up. Well, Brielle, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
Did you have fun? Would you do this again?
Yeah.
Would you give it 2 thumbs up? All right,
Yeah.
2 thumbs up for this recipe that our friend Elisa DeMarco made. Thank you so much, Elisa. All right, well, thank you guys so much for joining us. We hope you have a happy Kids Kit this week.